Glasgow, and you are listening to Chris Oatway on Wythenshawe Fm 97.2. Don't touch that dial. What time is it? It's Chris Oatway time.
Welcome back to Wythenshawe FM 97.2. Another celebrity, of course, another celebrity that's come back to us. A great honour for you to have you back in the studio, of course, is Matthew James. Hello.
You okay?
Not bad, thank you. You?
Oh, fine, mate.
Good. Now, last time you were here, you were the duo, but you've progressed to going solo.
Yeah, for the time being. Basically, all I'm doing at the moment is getting my songs out there. I've had these songs quite some time. I've modernised them, updated them to get them into, obviously, to the sound that is now. And they're going to be out on the 18th of March, which is 3 weeks on Monday on iTunes.
Good. Well, iTunes is one of these online facilities for music, and there's various other social networks. And Reverb Nation means a lot.
It is, yeah. Reverb Nation. About four weeks ago, I think it was. I put my songs on Reverb Nation, and I started off, I think it was 250th. I went down to 49, and then went down to number 1 overnight. I had quite a few thousand following on Facebook and Twitter, literally overnight as well. So it was quite a rush, really. It was very good.
It's amazing how when you sort of, well, you don't look into it as how many people use these sites, but it's amazing how many people actually do use them in all parts of the world. Yeah,
I think there's something like 3.3 million in the UK. I think it is something for the Reverb Nation, or worldwide, or something like that. Anyway, but there's plenty of them, and I think I'm ranked 48th in the whole of the country at the moment.
So there's a big percentage of that a couple of million that are fans of Matthew James then?
Oh, I hope so.
And you said earlier on that just a couple of other stations that, because of Reverb Nation, have sort of played your track without you knowing.
Yeah, I've had some of the boxing websites as well. Been playing some of my music for when they're doing all the previews of the boxers and things like that. I've had some of the songs being played on some of the radio stations in Macclesfield. Obviously yourself as well. We've come down today to do an exclusive for you. You know, like I said to you, I would always come down to an exclusive for yourself because you're a great DJ.
Thank you. Sorry, my head went big then. It was just expanding. I didn't know what to say. Speechless. But where were you actually based then?
I'm actually based in the Wigan area.
Right.
The record label which I actually do my songs with, Jamcat Records, with a guy called Mike, and he's a great music producer. You know, he's fantastic on guitar and everything. And basically, these songs which we've wrote has got like the Jamcat stamp. Obviously, I did co-producing with him as well, because I do singing songwriting as well. Yeah. I've got my own studio, but I use this studio because it's fantastic, to be honest with you. It's top professional class, if you know what I mean. But the songs, he's really been pushing us and everything with the songs and what have you. He's got behind us, and we've got another song coming out end of this year, which will be released with another guy called Ricky Birchall. And it's an acoustic track, but it's a great Christmas time track. I'm going to bring it around about Christmas time.
Brilliant. So there's some tracks in the pipeline, but how long did it take? It takes a long time to produce an album from experience with other artists, but for this single track, how long did it take? What was the process behind it?
We did different mixes and obviously chose the best mix that we thought was possible. We just kept messing about and tweaking on the actual track and everything, but it must have taken, I think it took about probably a couple of weeks, I think it was, to actually get it all sorted. But obviously it progressed over and over, like maybe a couple of months or something, just basically to get the sound right. And then we recorded it into the studio, got all the lyrics and everything for it, and just produced the track, what you have here, you know, to actually play. So it's really good.
So in regard to influences and style, what would you say?
It's very... When I recorded this track, it was very Justin Timberlake. My idols are kind of like Justin Timberlake, R. Kelly, but obviously the old people like the Drifters and Four Tops, people like that. You know, it's got they mean a lot, if you know what I mean, when they kind of do me singing. But it's got a very sort of Timberlake feel sort of thing to this. I use my voice quite a bit as well in the background, and it's a bit like what Timberlake does, really, in a way. But I've just basically tried to make it my own, if you know what I mean, with what I do. So it is really, really good, to be honest.
That's the thing with the mixing. People just listen to the sort of the lead vocals, but there's so much sort of backing the atmosphere and the mood to the songs.
A lot of the tracks, which some artists actually do, people don't realise that they actually use the voice in maybe a kick drum or something like that.
Yeah.
But it sounds like a kick drum, but it's not. It's them kind of beatboxing in the background. But it does make the sound of the track sound really good. It sounds more live, lively. It sounds more original, like you've got your own stamp on it, and that's what I tried to do.
But it's previously been said, I think, that the human voice is the most versatile instrument. Which
well, exactly.
It's probably
it is
quite fitting, really, considering. So the title of this track is "What the Hell."
It is.
Name-wise, where does that come from? Or where the inspiration from this?
It's basically about a girl who basically comes into say for instance a nightclub or something, takes your breath away, and it's like, what the hell? And it's like straight away it hits you like a train coming at you, and it stops you in your tracks, and that's what the track's about. Mm-hmm. It's about thinking, wow, seeing somebody that you absolutely think is absolutely stunning. I think, that's what the inspiration behind the track is.
And we did mention earlier on, just before the interview, that your wife is also a singer as well, and she's featured on this track.
She's featured on this track, so she'll enjoy me saying that she's stunning and all that sort of stuff, but...
Brilliant, let's hear it, and we'll talk about the social networks and how people
fantastic, that'd be great, thank you.
Come up to gigs and all the other promotion a bit later on, but And we're back with Matthew James. Hello.
You okay?
Yes, that was quite an interesting track, really.
Yeah, it's a bit different.
You were saying sort of the backing, or you'd produced backing for sort of jingles and things for other stations.
Yeah, no, what it was, I had another track out before this called Eyes on Me,
right?
And it was produced by two different music producers. One was called Mike Welsh, who's part of Jamcat Records, and this, I can't remember his name. I think his name was Pash on another one. And basically the track was that good, but the backing track that they produced at the same time as this track, she got two when you did the master on the track, actually got taken, and some people from the Asian community radios really liked the tracks.
Right.
So it had like a bit of some bongo start beat to it and stuff like that, and they took to it, and they said they actually use it. I'm not too sure if they actually used it, because they got back to me, but there was quite a bit of interest with it.
Now, for the purpose of sort of using your music and you knowing or monitoring whether people use it or not, you'll have to do some research on royalties, I'm telling you.
Oh, I know, I need to. And
all these stations that are playing it without your knowledge, but obviously it's good promotion.
Oh, it is.
You need to sort of focus on it. Now, booking wise, you did quite a few gigs as well.
Yeah, like just Christmas just gone. We did the Wigan Light Switch On. I've done all sorts of different gigs all up and down the country and stuff over the past few last year as well.
Yeah.
Last year we did stuff for Plymouth and for the Army. Did quite a few gigs for them. We did the Light Switch Ons last year with Beverly Knight, and we also did something with Danny from McFly.
Right, yeah.
We did some stuff with them. That was at the Bolton Light Switch On as well as the Preston Light Switch On last year. Like I said, with previous Christmas, just this Christmas gone, we did the Wigan Light Switch On. So we're getting quite good at getting to the good places to actually promote music, really. We've actually been given opportunities as well this year as well to actually do some more stuff in the Wigan area.
Right.
So like I say, if we are on, if you want to go onto my website, which is matthewjamesofficial.com, you'll be able to see everything, all my photos, videos, songs, links to my Reverb Nation page, Twitter, Facebook, absolutely everything. It's just a station for everything, and all the links are there if you want to check it out.
You've made so many contacts throughout the sort of musical career, and obviously people can sort of find out about all the contacts.
Yeah.
Obviously centrally from sort of the Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and the Reverb Nation, which is obviously the main one that sort of got you to where you are at the moment in this sort of point of your career, and that's all on your website, which is?
It's matthewjamesofficial.com.
Brilliant. And we'll keep updated, obviously. We'll do plenty more interviews with yourself and obviously other bands that you're going to promote. There's a plan in place there, I think.
There is.
But if you'd like to introduce the latest track from Justin Timberlake, who is one of your idols.
It's the new one from Suit and Tie, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. Can't remember what the track name's called. Is that always called Suit and Tie? Is it? Yeah.
Only on Wythenshawe FM 97.2. Mr. Matthew James, thank you.
Thank you.
I can't wait till I get you on the floor, good